Raiders and the New York Giants. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Lucky 56.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Hey, boy, you got 4. 4 down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll look to throw, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A handoff to Barkley. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Throwing to start the drive. Davenport. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Davenport. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. Broken tackle. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the... And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to 89 Philly, here we go!
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davenport. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
No, check, Patriot! Gun!
To throw on second down. Davenport throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Gun!
Operating from the gun, Davenport. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Gould is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go. 3-19! Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
The pitch goes to Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to kick.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
To throw from his end zone, Davenport. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. From the gun, Davenport. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Davenport. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Davenport able to shake him off. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Davenport. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Davenport gets it to Benjamin. It's caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davenport. Benjamin's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Davenport. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Looking to throw. Davenport. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st and 10. Davenport. Escapes the defender. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
To throw on 2nd down. Davenport. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. Davenport. And got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Davenport. And this is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davenport. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. the gun. Davenport, touchdown, Packers. Travis Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Davenport. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. From the gun on third down, Davenport. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Barkley. Fighting his way through contact. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the